Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
If we have to fight, this is a good cause.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the Earth. Dismissed.
Hightail it back to the Bridwin for repairs.
Whoever owns this place should be ashamed. Have they no pipe?
I hear something! What? Who's there? Nothing.
Oh no. The body can repair. Someone is nearby.
Someone there! You hit like a rat!
Damage unit. Requesting assistance. Fascinating. I should collect samples. one person can't feed when they are trying to kill each other. All these ordinance lying around. Very dangerous. I feel almost at home here.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Enough preaching already. I get it.
I suppose you're right. And judging from the corpses around here, you don't appear to need much in the way of motivation. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Hey,
Yes?
that's all for now.
As you wish. So dirty. Whoever owns this place should be ashamed.
If you run into any synths,
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was a piece of cake.
I'm glad you feel that way, because it only gets more difficult from here. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, You should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers, the transit tunnels, or maybe an old vault. We just don't have enough information right now. I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Victoria, brother.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
If you greet all newcomers like that, no one's ever gonna help you.
Don't be too hard on the old girl. She's just looking after her wayward children. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Too bad. I was hoping to get some beer money out of it.
If you're picking up the tab, never mind. Go for it. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
My friends say outsiders smell, but you don't smell at all.
3 sons.
You need a haircut.
So, you find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Earl's not doing a lot of running anymore. Being chopped to bits by Doc Crocker will do that.
Crocker killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Crocker killed himself. He couldn't take the guilt.
Goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be better news. Thanks again for closing this one out. Be careful when you head over to the Nakano residence. That whole area is pretty isolated.
Nick,
Time to hit the road?
not now.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind.
Going down. Command center. Going up. Room access.
Word is something.
Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. Be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
No, Mr. Metal for Hands doesn't know how to get back to the factory.
No, I skipped that part of the orientation film while they were busy pulling me apart and putting me back together again. Look, the sad thing is, I have no idea.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
You read my mind. He had to have a way in and out.
Yeah, but something tells me he's not gonna drop by for a chat and coffee.
We can talk to him. Feel like holding a seance?
A literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I already have someone with me. I'll meet you there, Nick.
All right. See you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you need me. And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview. I want to hear how this whole story got started.
not going to work. All the money is not present?
Got it.
Repeat. A chemical leak has been detected. Please evacuate the building immediately.
High level of an unknown agent in the area.
Hey.
Please evacuate the building.
Heads up.
Trade is good.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something.
I agree. I don't have time for this.
You should make time for something this important, neighbor. Something that could change your life, and maybe the whole Commonwealth. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. we're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
I'm not looking for a sales pitch.
A sales pitch is the last thing I would ever give you. I'm not selling anything, neighbor. I'm giving away the secrets of long life. What do you say? Ready to take that first step into a new life?
You owe it to yourself to give it a chance.
I have some questions first.
Of course you do, and I'm here to answer them. Shoot.
What do I have to do to join your movement?
That's the beauty of it, neighbor. You don't have to do anything, except have a willing spirit and open your heart to the possibilities. Anything else you're wondering about before we get started?
What if I change my mind after I join?
There's absolutely no obligation, but trust me, once you see how your life is transformed, you won't want to leave. Believe it or not, we have never had a single pillar leave after joining. There's not many groups like ours that could make that claim, are there? Anything else you're wondering about before we get started?
What's your movement all about?
Our mission is nothing less than to transform the entire Commonwealth one life at a time. Maybe you've seen pictures or heard stories about what life was like back before the Great War. Maybe you've wondered, why can't life be like that again? Well, neighbor, I'm here to tell you that it can be. Anything else you're wondering about before we get started?
I don't have any more questions.
Good.
You owe it to yourself.
And I hope you're
to give
ready
it a
to take your
chance.
first step into your new life as one of the pillars of the community.
Yes, I am.
All right then. Fantastic. You won't regret it, I promise you. We haven't had a single pillar leave the movement since we started. I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold.
Love some Mozart.
Don't be shy. Just follow me. Right this way, neighbor. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the journey. Getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
You've got to be kidding. You want me to give you everything I have?
The first step is the hardest, neighbor. But it's the only way to cast off your old life and start on the road towards your future health, wealth, and happiness. Don't you think that's worth a small, temporary sacrifice?
What do I get in return for giving you everything I own?
You're still stuck in old thinking. You're still clinging to your old life. But that's what you came here to give up. And the first step is to shed yourself of your material possessions.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
Nah, you're not worth the trouble. Plenty of easier marks. Get out of here before I change my mind.
Excuse me.
We don't have anything to talk about.
For me? You're dead.
I believe a sniper has found us. That is the right word, yes?
Saw you poking around that abandoned house. I'm gonna assume it's done again with permission.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against raiders.
Let's see what you got.
Self-defense at its best.
Heads up.
Do you need something from me?
Bye.
If you're thinking safety, a long-range
I'll take a look, sure.
Feel free to test the grips.
Look, that number's great. Don't get me wrong. Keep looking at me like that. Hit boy? Give my left arm for one of those. You got something to say?
I was hoping to get Mel at a lockup.
I didn't know Mel had friends. All right. He's pretty much done his time. Let me open up the door. All right. You're free to go, buddy.
Let's just get out of here.
Thanks for getting me out.
Mel.
Thanks for getting me out. Yes. So, you're Bobby's new toy.
Yep, this year's hottest gift. Get one before they're gone.
And what a gift you'd be. Yeah. That woman doesn't have a patient bone in her body. I wasn't serving a life sentence here. What, she couldn't wait like a day? What's the job?
How'd you like to help break into the Diamond City strong room?
Well, damn. That's a big score. Could be enough caps there to keep me going for a long time. Bobby may be shady, but she always pays up in the end. So, I guess I'll get my stuff and head over to her place.